Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's Wisdom Wednesday. I am Kristen Gear. I am the Area Director for the Northeast Valley for BNI Arizona, as well as the Director of Information. And I get to help support all 70 chapters around this amazing valley with anything BNI Connect related, BNI University, and now BNI Online. And every single week, I come on here at 3 o'clock every Wednesday and provide a education nugget for you for the week that counts as one chapter education unit for watching. So thank you all for those that tune in. And if you could share it on your chapter's Facebook pages, that way we can get this information out to more members across this amazing valley. So definitely share this video with the rest of your members. And just a reminder, guys, we do have our next Zoom MSP this Friday. So in 2 days from 9 to noon. So if you haven't taken MSP yet before, Member Success Program Training, or if you are a seasoned BNI member and you want to brush up on some of your BNI tools and how to maximize your BNI membership, come join me and Bonnie. Bonnie Maley is our trainer for the program, and then I'm there to assist. So come join us on Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun. You can register if you go to bniarizona.com, click on the calendar link, then you will see the Member Success Program Training event on the calendar. It's free to attend, so come join us. You won't regret it. I've attended MSP probably over 10 times over the past 10 and a half years that I've been a BNI member, and I always learn something new each time. Plus, hearing feedback from the members that attend, you meet someone new every time you go as well. So it's a great opportunity to network with some of the new BNI members from all over town, as well as some of the seasoned members that are there to take it for a second, third, fourth, or for me, 10th time. So I highly encourage anyone to attend that has that time available this Friday from 9 to noon. All right, into our education moment for today. So today it's all about visibility. So we've talked a lot about Zoom visibility over these past couple weeks with how you can increase your visibility within a BNI meeting. And pieces of that is making sure your video is on, and sometimes you're not able to turn on a video whether your technology doesn't allow you or you have other stuff going on in the background. But when at all possible, having your video on, being attentive in the meetings, take notes. Like I said last week, one of the things I do is I take notes throughout the meeting on what referrals members are looking for. I take notes on the education moment, on the feature presenter, and the meetings fly by. But the more you pay attention, the more you will retain during those meetings, and the more we can help each other outgrow each other's businesses. Now that's visibility via Zoom, but sometimes we forget to make sure that our visibility via the BNI Arizona website and app is also updated. So I know I've done a Wisdom Wednesday on this probably multiple months ago, but I want to do a little refresher because we have a lot of newer members here in BNI Arizona, and maybe those that have watched my past video and just never updated their profile. So I'm going to show you a screenshot of where to go to update your profile because it's really key. Part of your BNI membership is having that visibility on the BNI Arizona website and throughout the Google searches. So if you don't have your information completed or fully filled out, you're missing an opportunity that will literally take you maybe 5 to 10 minutes to complete fully. And there's even some hidden areas that a lot of members don't see because there is a profile update through the BNI app, but it doesn't have all the information that you can update on your profile, to which can be viewed from the public BNI Arizona website. So I'm going to turn this screen around and show you guys where to go. All right, so we are at the BNI Arizona website. So as you guys know, you'll go up to this right corner here and you'll do the BNI Connect login. Once you are logged in, you're going to see this home screen. Now, if you're logging in as a member, if you're using that login and you do not see this particular screen and you see just a couple items like on the front of the screen for editing your profile, that means you're in the non-member portal. So please contact me and I can connect you with your login for your member portal. And this sometimes happens if you register under a different email address as a visitor, and then when we add you in as a new member, it's under a second email address. So we want to make sure all of that information is updated. So as a new member, guys, if you are not seeing this type of home screen when you first log in, then you'll want to contact me so that way we can get that all figured out. All right, now part of the BNI profile. So as you notice on this screen in the very middle, there's a little link that says update profile / my BNI page. So I'm going to click on that link there. It's going to bring me to a screen that has 7 links. Now mine has additional link just because it's the director profile. So you're going to have 6 different links on your screen to which you can go through each of these little tabs to make sure the information is up to date. The first page is all about your name, your company name. If the company name is wrong on there, please make sure to click the edit button, and what it will do is it will send me a request to update that in BNI Connect. Make sure your industry and classification is correct. Now, I will mention that we have updated the industry and classifications within BNI Connect, and so things are a little bit different right now. If you need the new classification list, just email me at kristen@bniarizona.com, and I'm happy to share that information with you. But as members renew, their industry and classification are updating to the new industry and classifications that are listed in BNI Connect. So that's been a little bit confusing. This all updated in January of this year, but everybody's profile did not change all at once, but they are changing as you renew your membership. And they're pretty much the same, but a lot of the categories have been lumped together. So they've definitely taken away some of the classifications to a broader spectrum. But the biggest thing with that, guys, is to make sure that your My Business section in your profile has all the information about your business. Regardless of what this classification says, you want to make sure that every piece of information about what you do is in your My Business section. Now, you want to make sure to keep this My Business section related to the classification that you were approved for in the chapter. So if you do multiple different things that could classify as multiple different categories, you want to make sure your information is strictly about you and what you represent within your chapter. Now, again, you want to also include keywords. So as people search your information, these keywords will then pull up your profile if someone were to search your business on the BNI Arizona website. So make sure you fill out as much as possible. There's only a certain amount of words that can fit in this area, so the more you put in there, the better. Just fill it on up. So once you update everything, you want to make sure to click update at the bottom of the page. So each page is separate, that you're going to want to click update or save at the bottom of every single page once you're completed with it. Now going to this second tab, so right underneath where it has my name, you'll see the next profile tab. So the next tab is going to be your username, and this is where you can change your username if you want. You can also change your password. And this is where you'll make sure that you have a nice profile image as well as your company logo. That just gives your BNI Arizona profile a nice look when someone views it online. The next is the contact details. So make sure all of this is correct, guys. And see this little blue box at the top where it says show me on the BNI public websites. Make sure that this is checked. That is going to be important because if it's not checked, your name will not show up on the public roster for your chapter. And so if any visitor searches the BNI Arizona website for your company, you will not show up on the searches. So you're going to want to make sure this little blue box is checked. I sometimes get emails from leadership team members saying that one of their members isn't showing up on the website underneath their chapter. And this is exactly what happens. So if someone accidentally unchecks this box from the public website, then you will not show up in those chapter searches or any searches on the BNI Arizona website. You will still have your account in BNI Connect, but as far as visibility on the public website, you will not exist. So make sure this box is checked. You'll also want to make sure these little blue boxes on the right-hand side are checked with your contact information, so that way your phone numbers and everything will show up on the public website. Now, when it comes down to the email address part, this one says, please allow to send me a message from my public profile. So it will not show your email address on the public website. The only thing it will do is it will include a send message button on your profile. That way, if someone wants to contact you, they can click send message. The only way they can get your email address is if you respond back to them. So if it is a spam email, all you have to do is just simply delete that email and do not respond to them. All right, next you want to make sure your website is updated as well as any social media links. If you notice here, you can fit up to 14 social media links on your profile, so the more the better. So anything that you have, make sure that you have it listed there, and you can make sure that your address is correct as well. As you'll notice, there's another update button at the bottom of this page, so any updates, if you changed anything, make sure to click update at the end. The next little tab is all about the communications. So it's the account settings. So what the member-to-member settings. So choosing the details of who's going to view your profile, your connections, your testimonials that members can submit for you through those profile. You can select who you want them to view. As far as group post email notifications, this is if you're part of the groups within BNI Connect. So there's an option that you can actually create separate groups. And then you just want to, any email forwarding, you can make sure to forward your connections and group notifications to a different email address, so you can always add that as an alternative notification email address. Once again, click update at the bottom if you update anything. The next is your My Bio. So this is going to be all the information. This My Bio section is actually only viewed if someone were to view your profile within BNI Connect. This will not show up on the public website, as well as the weekly presentations or the gains profile. So your goals, accomplishments, interests, networks, and skills. This is all just viewed within BNI Connect. Any BNI member that's logged into the system can view that information on your profile if you've selected for members to be able to view it. Now this TOPS profile, however, this ideal referrals, top product, top problem solve, your favorite BNI story, as well as your ideal referral partners, this information does show up on the BNI Arizona website. So the more information you can fill out about the TOPS profile, the better, because then it will increase your visibility on your BNI Arizona profile on the public website. And I'll show you what I mean. I'll just do a search for my profile to make it easy right now. And when you pull up the profile, you'll notice the logo, the website, the picture, everything's on there. Your social media links will show up in this tab here. The send message button will connect right to someone emailing me a message. And then right below that is the My Business section, as well as the TOPS profile. So the more information you can fill out in this section, the better, because it will also show up on Google searches. So this is part of what you pay for as a BNI member. So if you're not utilizing this piece of your profile, you're missing a part of what you're paying for. And it literally takes 5 minutes to fill out. So I encourage you guys to make sure to fill that out. Now the last tab is just your training history. So this will tell you how much training you've attended. As you can see, I wasn't lying. I've attended member success program training often, as well as leadership team trainings. It's so important. One of the core values is lifelong learning. So the more training you get under your belt, the better. We are possibly planning an advanced member success program training coming up very soon. So stay tuned for those details. And once again, guys, make sure to go in and fill out your profile and get that extra visibility through the BNI Arizona website. Make sure to share this video on your chapter's pages, as well as record one chapter education unit for watching. And if you have any questions or need help with any of this, you can connect with me, you can connect with your chapter's director or your chapter's leadership teams. All of us are here to help support you in your BNI journey. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next week. Have a great day.